Alright, starting things up. Everything should just work. Right? Yep. Alright, get audio, get everything. Pop out chat, just so I can see chat. Chat like right. No, that is not what I want. There we go. That's what chat will look like. Chat will be big, and chat will be massive on my side. As all things should be. It has been a hot minute since I've played Arceus. Very, very hot minute. I did not do anything for Eevee, and I did not do the Zubat thing. Alright. Oh god. Golbat. Make it use Bite, make it use Air Cutter, defeat it with Psychic, and defeat it with Ice moves. Oof. Looks like the Crimson Mirelands will be the best spot, since there's like 3 spots for it. Wait, do I even have... what, you have Ice Fang? Right? Yeah, you have Ice Fang, and then you have... It's either Psychic or Confusion. Psychic, okay. My coverage, Pokeballs. Yep. Look like any outbreaks. The Marylands. Pretty sure they're gonna be nighttime only Pokemon. Where do they say they would be? Slope Heath Ridge. Once I remember the controls. Ridge. Slope. The Heath. It looks like they're going to be up here mostly. Until nightfall. Take a nappy. Big nap. Big naps. Then I'm gonna have to relearn the controls for this game. Oh god. First of many gold. First of many. Just to beat the crap out of. I'm gonna zoom out. Not what I want. Not what I need. Not what I care for. Should be the right area. That's Zubat. Now I'm in the teeth. There's a Spiritomb thing. Oh god. Uh-oh. Ew. Yes, there it is. 17 remain in this area. Holy crap. Well, Zubats are probably going to be taking up the spawns for the most part, so I need to just get rid of them. So, let's hit multiple birds or multiple bats with one massive stone. I need crowbats. I need a good number of crowbats. The amount of crowbats I need is unfathomable to us. Bat of Zoo. Yeah, kinda. I like you. Just need crowbats to spawn. Nothing more, nothing less. I just need crowbats. That or just catch an ungodly amount of Zubats. Which I have to do anyway. Hey, prep. Meltan. Meltan's one of the only Pokemon I've never had because it's a whole Pokemon Go thing. Meltan's such a weird Pokemon. Metal. Yeah, Meltan and Melmetal are just weird. I think Meltan is the only Pokemon that can only evolve in Pokemon Go. Like, I don't think it has an evolution method outside of it. You have Meltan? Oh, nice. That's really good. But I think Meltan is just a Pokemon that just almost nothing, like no information exists about it because there's nothing to really go off of. And I think one of the only things I can remember about it is that it has, like, that's not my, whoops, wrong thing. I did not mean to send my Pokemon out. I wanted to throw a Pokeball to catch it. And now the tree, it fights back. Not good. Then let's go even. Sword and Shield. Yeah, I started off as a Let's Go Pokemon. And that's my first Sudowoodo. Okay. Ooh, Crobat. Crobat. Bat of Crow. Crobat. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't remember how to play this game. I go out of my way to play Legends EA, and now I don't know how to play Legends Arceus. Oh my god, I am a mess. As events? Is that how that was? It was an event Pokemon? I think I'm gonna skip the catching. Because I have so many Zubats I need to do. I think the catching part is stuff I'm gonna slowly take out of doing for some Pokemon. For some Pokemon, it is just absurd of what you have to do. And Crobats spawn so little as is, and I gotta catch so many Zubats. No, Golbats. Oh my god, I'm like fucking losing it. I've barely streamed and I'm losing it already. Is it daytime now? It's still night. I am forgetting all the controls. I've been playing ZA too much because I actually genuinely enjoy ZA. A lot of people have problems with ZA, but I play that game and I genuinely enjoy it. Yeah, I caught the Murkrow by surprise. Murkrow Gaming. It's too unaware. Go, kitty. Send the people in windows, including windows. The Meltan line and Reggie's are strange. Well, you say and strange, but I imagine it's supposed to be our strange. Meltan is just such a weird Pokemon, but I've noticed that like recently they just not even recently, they've kind of always been doing this. They've just been making legendary Pokemon, legendaries and mythicals that just have like next to no lore or importance, like they just kind of exist. And Meltan and Melmetal are one of those. But the Reggies have always been a weird one. A family of legendary Pokemon that literally span multiple generations of Pokemon games. Because you have the original 3 Reggies, Reggie Ice, Steel, and Rock, from the Gen 3 games, and there was my Golbat. Generation 4 gave us Regigigas, which was just like, yeah, this is the Pokemon that created the first 3 Reggies. And it's just like, okay, that solves some, like, neat information, but, like, whomst is Gigas? And that never really gets explained. But then, Sword and Shield is just like, yeah, so, here's, like, 2 other Reggies? And it's just like, where do they come from? Why do they exist? What is their purpose? Why do, like, why? So many, like, whys. We need more Reggies. Honestly, I would not be surprised if we eventually got 1 Reggie for every element, or not element, for every type. Because we already have normal, rock, steel, ice, electric, and dragon, so that's, what, 6? Got 12 more Reggies to make. But, yeah, just trying to justify their existence. More Reggies and more answers. Yeah, like, when does Regigigas get the time to make them? How does Regigigas make them? Because my thought about it, and this follows the alchemy theory for Pokemon, which if you don't know much about that theory, then, like, fair enough, but it was this, parts of the alchemy theory goes is that the reason why Regigigas is so weak is because it used parts of its soul to create the Reggies. And I always like that kind of thought, especially since Regigigas has 6 eyes, and each one is there's a pair of eyes that are different colors that then match the 3 Regis. So that was kind of my interpretation, especially since the 3 Regis are blind. Yeah, more lore of the Meltan line would probably make sense. But, yeah. I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna bite into it. I'm gonna bite this Pokemon. That did not do a whole lot. Good, it's using a ground move. I should soon-ish be able to buy a new capture card. Which, for Legends Arceus won't change much, because Legends Arceus is like kind of hard capped at 30 FPS. Dex entry, be like, look, this is how cool this Pokemon is. That's like most Dex entries. That are just like some of the most random information. There's a Spiritomb Soul. I need to go up there and grab it. Go grab the Soul of the Damned. Fight that Pokemon. Fight that Zubat. In hopes of more Crobats. Pokemon has this weird problem that I don't know how many other shows have this problem. Where the Pokedex is a whole lot of like statements for feats of stuff the Pokemon can do, or like weird restrictions as well. And then the anime, manga, and games, for the most part, are pretty inconsistent on following stuff like that. And then there's and then there's other Pokedex entries that just like who thought of this? Who wrote this? Tell me how long the Meltan line and Regis live so I can shorten it. Oh, that's a bit much. I don't know if like clearing out these other Pokemon is going to help with Crobat. Because I have experience from the other Pokemon in this game. Just know that very rarely, it's all about specific Pokemon spawns. Where they can and cannot be. That's an alpha. I don't know if that one's supposed to be an alpha, but it is an alpha. It is alpha maxing now. I'm even 5-year-old me finding out Pokemon aren't immortal. Yeah. You know, I wonder why ghost-type Pokemon don't just completely, like, overtake the Pokemon world. start focusing on bite. Cricketoo's unaware. You fool, a strong air cutter it will be. The anime has really weird implications. There is from what was it? The anime, I forget what the anime was actually called, but it was the one where Ash was in the Hoenn region. Me casually has Regigigas, my friend Mewtwo, Arceus, yeah. Ooh, primary bite victims. Bonk. Just gotta bite them all. Gotta bite them all. Pokémon. Listen. But there's an episode in the anime where Ash and the gang find a bunch of Tricos. Which has some interesting implications. But one of them is like super elderly, which implies that evolution is not directly part of the aging process. Oh no, he angry. Oh no, Tangle is so angry. You want a Pokemon that can live forever, just get yourself, what is it? Get yourself a Porygon. You stunned me. You fool. That is not at all what I wanted to do. Switch select string. Yep, there we go. Oy. I wonder when the next time we're gonna get a Pokemon game with an actual, like, evil team. I wonder if we'll ever get one that'll actually evil, and that's an alpha. Yep, Tangela, you annoy me. You annoy me by being here. The Ghastly is dead cloister theory. God, I haven't heard that one in years. That one, that's an old theory. That is such an old theory. Let's head back to camp. There has to be a better spot. There's gotta be a better spot for Crobats. Or, not Crobats, Golbats. Look at the... Yeah, I know the whole... I know the fucking theory. The idea that Ghastly is basically just a bunch of dead cloisters. Because basically the main body of Ghastly looks identical to, like, the entire... The black sphere that makes up Ghastly looks like it's the main body of Cloyster. And, like, the eyes and everything. And it's just... like... Okay? It's not a very good theory. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, let's think for a second. Let's think for a second and remember I have access to the internet. Bam, bam, bam. Move it over so I can see what I'm looking at and still see chat. Scroll. Okay. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the Cornet Highlands has some good spots, and because it's the Highlands, it probably will only spawn them more often. That is not what I wanted you to do at all, Google. Let's go, let's go to Cornet Highlands. Let's go to this summit camp, because I'm going to have to move around anyway. Doesn't really matter where I go. Whee. Okay. Can actually see what I'm looking at now. So, alright. Cornet Highlands, we got Lookout. We got Wayward Wood. The Cave. And the Quarry. So all down there, okay. Rest until nightfall. Right, it is now nightfall. And look at that, there's Crobat. Alrighty. Crobats are everywhere. Still people talking about fucking Ghastlies or Cloister Theory. Oh, there are tons of Crobats. I should have gone here first. I'm about to lower the Crobat population. I keep saying Crobat, it's Golbat. Crobat's the final form. Bonk. You know, something I wish I could do very easily is switch between which switch uses my my controller I have, because the problem with this controller is that when I plug it in via USB to my Switch 2, it will charge and it will not recognize it. When I plug it into the Switch 1, it'll charge and recognize it immediately. Yet my Switch 2 will use this turbo controller I have. And it's weird that it discriminates in such a way. there's a Crobat right there. Perfect. Perfect. Psychic. And it missed. Don't hit him. Bite. Scoundrel. Bonk. What was it? Ice moves. That's what I got them with. Ice moves. Yee. It's good to play this game again. Oh, Ice Bang. Nice. I miss this art style and the lighting. Bong. Ice Fang. See if there's anything that's well, actually, I could probably catch the alphas I need in here. This is the only place where a Zubat during the day will spawn. Just the annoying part. There's Crobat. There's two Crobats. Plenty of bats. Crobat. Crobati. Crobatium. Alpha time. Spawn. Each life did a decent bit of damage. And it missed. Oh, it's got strong style. Leech life, of course. Of course it would. Hit it with something super fast and it missed. God damn it. Why does Ice Fang have to miss? Agile, cross poison, Ultra Ball, Ball of Ultra, catch it, catch that Pokeball. There it is, Alpha Crobat. Place and detained. Back here. Still counts as a night. Very interesting, because this clearly looks like there's sun out, yet this counts as nighttime. Oh, there it is. Just became day. Nope, I'm an open. Nope, and out of that. It's a whole lot of nope for me, Captain. Rest until nightfall. Nightfall comes. And now, fully rested, like that. Cutter. Just to be super effective. Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm just tired. Bonk. What? Acrobats? No bats. If I come up here to how far into like the quarry? Not that far. Bonk. What? There's a Crobat there. I need that Crobat. I need it to lead. I need these Crobats to explode. Explode upon misfortune. Why are you like this? Why are you here? Just suffer. Alphas don't back down either. Bonk. Cave. Ooh, cave. The cave of caves. Inside this cave of caves, there is something I want. Back to the camp. Not everything respawns. Oh, wait. Here's one. Boing. Key artifact. Yeah, okay, it's just 25 in each. Nothing. Nothing. Corbett. Corbett. Golbat. Golbat. Keep calling it Grobat. It's Golbat. Bat. The bat that bats the baddies to bat. Need one more to hit with Psychic. There we are. There we go. Psychic. we hit them with Ice Fang. And it just became day. Actually, for a nap. We're gonna go around, load in all the Pokemon for these areas. So that way, when I go back through, it'll basically force load everything. So when you have Pokemon that only come out at certain times of the day, you can basically just force load other Pokemon by being in the other type of day. And then run back through and then want to go take a big nap. Nice Fang. Nice. Bite. Nice Fang. Definitely. Now we use Ice Fang. It's just the continuous cycle. Fight, Fang, fight. Get it going. Another one. Shall bite the dust. I'm tired just playing, like streaming like this makes me, and I don't know why. Ice Fang. gotta not lose it. They're being tired. You just gotta not do that. You just gotta keep it together. Slowly comes together. Tired. Oh yeah. I'm gonna run out of power points before I run out of Pokemon. No alpha. The only thing I don't like about Sneeze are tight spaces. She grabs onto literally everything. You with Ice Fang. I'll hit the other one with Fire Fang. Everything good, guys. Is required. Just a big old nap. Hello. Hi here. Hey, what? Ah. Problem solved. Just fly away. Fly away. Rest till nightfall once more. That won't take that many left. I just wonder, how did they originally intend for the player to catch 20 Zubats during the day? Oh, well, there's only like one reliable spot for Zubats during the day. Tantrum. There we go. Hey, Pokemon battle. Battles the Pokemon. One more! You. Perfect. Alright, all that's left is use the fight a couple of times, and then I'll do all the, evolution and catching shit. I just gotta take my little 41 Crobat and take it somewhere where it can use bite reliably. I'm gonna use it like 8 times. Which is not a whole lot. I've caught a singular Crobat, and it is an alpha. What I gotta beat? I gotta beat Paris with flying moves specifically. Points. Return to the village. Yeah, houses in this game do have depth. Something that ZA doesn't have, unfortunately. I wish ZA had depth. But it doesn't. Which sucks. Like, I cannot imagine it would take that much more to add depth to the game. Bite him down, chomp him, chew him, spit him out. Bite the Drifloon. That's an alpha Drifloon. Now that's funny. So the only reasonable response shall be to bite it, but harder. Fight them all. Bite them both. Bite everybody. Bite everybody, including your mother. Catch those unawares. Riftloon. Bonk. Not hypnosis. Ah, too drowsy to move. Too drowsy to move twice? 3 times? The most amount of nothing to ever happen. Holy crap. What's that? It's everything except catching. Yeah, to catch one more alpha specimen, and I gotta find out where Crobat spawns are so I can catch them in the air. Man. Callback catching is gonna be really easy. Especially since I know where so many spawn. I gotta go back and I gotta do the Eevee stuff, and I gotta do Zubat. That's gonna be so much of like in my own time type shit, because the Zubat catching one's gonna take forever, because it's what, 20 during daylight hours. Only one spawn has it. Alright. This has not been a very eventful stream. However, getting back into the swing of streaming at my regular times and getting back into playing Legends Arceus. And since my new video editing technique takes much longer to render, I tend to have more spare time, so I probably can start hammering out some more annoying parts of Pokedex entries, like farming everything I'll need for all the evolutions, specifically these 3 I need to farm up enough stones for. And then afterwards, everyone else is easy. And catching all the Zubats during the day. But, yeah, that's gonna be stuff to be handled on later on. So, with that, that'll be it for today. And until next time, I'll see you there.